Outside my window, is everything pale and cold? Can't seem to pick up my phone. It's been ringing all day long. Behind these clouds, I know the sun will be, but today's raining, so be patient with me. I'll be right. Somehow I must be somewhere the sky is blue. I'm too tired to sleep, too tired to do anything else than doing nothing. I'm too tired to rest, too tired, I'm blue. Can't do nothing else than doing nothing. Inside my room, the heat's like a warm embrace. My bed feels like heaven. I lose track of time and space. Behind these clouds, I know the sun will be, but today's raining, so be patient with me. I'll be right. Somehow I must be somewhere the sky is blue. I'm too tired to sleep, too tired to do anything else than doing nothing. I'm too tired to rest, too tired, I'm blue. Can't do nothing else than doing nothing. I'm too tired to sleep, too tired to do anything else than doing nothing. I'm too tired to rest, too tired, I'm blue. Can't do nothing else than doing nothing.
Hey guys, I'm about to get supper started and I'm going to be making Southwestern chicken packets, but not in packet form. I'm going to do it in a casserole dish. I've done this before, but this time, I don't remember if I did it last time or not because I can't remember. But I think I had left the chicken breast whole last time, and I said I was going to do it, like cut it up into bite-sized pieces this time, or maybe I've already done that. I don't remember, but either way, the first time I made it for us to go camping, and I did it in the packets, and it was delicious. It was so good. And I thought, well, I can do it in big form and do it in the oven, and we'll see how we like that. Well, we really liked it, so that's the way I did it. The next time I did it with whole pieces of chicken, and I think that it would be better, like more flavor would get into the chicken from the salsa and things if I cut it up. I can't remember if I've cut it up before yet or not, but either way, that's what's happening today. I got the recipe from Dessert Now, Dinner Later, and I will leave the link for the recipe down below. The first time I made it was in 2021, so it's been a while and we're still eating it, so it's something we enjoy. It's very simple. The only things you need is frozen corn, black beans, taco seasoning, chicken breast or chicken tenders. I'm using breast, salt and pepper, salsa or pico de gallo. I'm using salsa, pepper jack cheese, but I'm adding some cheddar too, just because we like cheddar, and we've already got some shredded. which I'm going to be shredding this in a minute. And then you can use cilantro to garnish, but I don't have any. And sour cream, which we probably will do for Jeff anyway, because he likes sour cream on his. And then avocado, but we don't have any of that either. So I'm just going to put it together in my casserole and tell y'all what I'm doing as I go. But I'm not going to give you the exact measurements because I'm just not. Well, one reason why is because I'm putting more into it, because I'm making a bigger portion so we can have leftovers on purpose for Jeff for work. And Noah likes to eat things later, like last night he ate some of the potato soup and he was like, that soup's so good. So that's what I do, is make leftovers on purpose for other times. I don't always do it, but a lot of times I do. So I'm gonna go put my hair up. I've got my oven preheating, and I'm gonna get to shredding cheese and cutting up chicken and showing y'all how I do it as I go. Okay, so as I said, I don't have any pepper jack shredded, so that's the first thing I'm gonna do to get this ready to go. And this is a little bit over half of a block of pepper jack, so I'm just gonna do it. Oh, I need to cut it. Let me do that. I don't know if this is gonna make it easier or not, but I'm gonna do it this way to see. Oh, can't do it that way. Need to put the top on it. I love this little grater, but I still have problems keeping it down, but that's alright. It still works. It's a me problem. It's a me thing, but it's not only this that I have problems with. I do with lots of things that are suction cupped, or whatever you want to call it. It's not going to stop me from using it. I probably should have got a taller bowl. Pepper jack is like, whenever I first tried it, or first heard about it, I was like, oh no, I'm not going to eat that. It's going to be hot. It is one of my favorite cheeses now. In fact, I will eat some of it with crackers. So good. Alright. The oven's preheated. Oh, that's alright if it's bigger. Get this all out. I want all the goodie. Got that part done. Alright, so I'm going to set this over to the side, and a lot of times if I have something like this, I will keep it on the counter in case I need to put some garbage on it. So, just a little tip in case, you know, you need one. I don't know if you need one or not. Or like, you know, something that's just a piece of something. So, in this bowl, I'm going to put in a few things. And I'm going to put in the taco seasoning. And I'm going to add just a little bit of adobo, which it doesn't call for that, but I'm going to add a little bit just because we like it. It's got a lot of garlicky yumminess to it. And then I'm going to put in some salsa. Let me open it over here. If y'all don't have one of those little under your counter jar openers, I advise you to get one. They are awesome. And then I'm going to add some salt and pepper to this, but I'm not going to add a lot of salt because there's salt in the salsa, there's salt in the cheese, and there's salt also. Well, no, there's no salt in the beans because they're beans I did. Usually there's salt in beans because it calls for canned beans, but there's no salt in that. And then I'm going to add pepper. We love pepper, y'all know that. Pepper's good for you, so there's quite a bit in there, but we're not going to worry about that. And I may or may not have enough salsa here, but we're going to go with what we've got. This is a very simple dish, and I'm not going to put it together the way it says, because it says to put the meat down, and then it says to put the corn and the beans and everything, and then put the salsa over it. Actually, you know, yes I am. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Well, actually, you're supposed to put the corn in here. Let me do that. And the beans, but I don't think I have a big enough bowl. The beans are some that I had cooked and frozen so I could have them for later, you know. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up putting more salsa, but that's alright too. And I should have got a bigger bowl, but I wasn't thinking. It'll be alright. It'll all come together in the end. It'll all be fine. Let me grab the chicken. It is still a tiny bit frozen, but I'm not going to worry about that. Actually, to me, it seems like meat is easier to cut whenever it's frozen a little bit. But these are just chicken breasts that I had, we had, because Jeff helped me do it. I think he helped me do all of them. He might not have. It doesn't matter. We do everything together just about. Anyway, we had portioned them into individual, like we flash froze one at a time. Let's put it that way. And then that way we could just pull out one and cook it whenever we wanted it. Like a lot of times when Selena was here, if we had steak, she wouldn't want steak. She'd want chicken grilled. So we would do that with her. And Noah did that sometimes too. So that's why we did it. It just makes life easier to have it individually frozen, and also it costs less to do it yourself. Some of these might be a little bit bigger than bite size, but that's alright. Oh goodness, I just threw it. Good thing I had that plastic down, which I'm still going to clean the area, but it'll be less gross. Now I am going to sprinkle a little salt and pepper on this chicken. because it needs flavor. And because we love pepper. Alright, I'm going to scoot this over. I should have already done it. These are the beans that I had cooked and frozen. So they may not look the most wonderful, but they're going to taste good. That's what matters. Some of them got a little smooshy. That's alright too. Okay, so I had to stop because the dogs were having a fit and I didn't know what was going on. But I did take my tablespoon out and put that little bit in there. I'm just going to put the corn and salsa mix in here. And if I think that I need some more salsa, I can easily put that in. But I'm just going to scooch this around everywhere. All the dogs in the neighborhood are barking, it seems like. So we don't know why that our dogs are barking. Or any of the rest. They're just barking. I think I might just put a little bit more. No, I'm not. I'm not putting any more salsa. I think that's probably enough. But I am going to put all of this pepper jack cheese on. Get in there. And now I'm going to put some cheddar. I don't know how much cheddar. I don't remember if I put cheddar on it before. Jeff, do you remember if I put cheddar on this before? I always put pepper jack. What? You think so? I know I didn't the first time. I don't think I did anyway. I'd have to go back and look at that video. Because I had made several different packets for Jeff and I to go camping. I think there was one that we didn't love. I don't think we've made it again. But this one was a definite winner. I'm just going to put the rest of it on. We love cheese. I might be making a mistake, but I doubt it. Okay, so now I'm going to get some foil. And the way I do it so the foil doesn't stick to the cheese, or most of the time it doesn't, is I spray my foil. I'm not going to say it never sticks, but most of the time it does not. And I'm going to put it in here in the oven at 350 for anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes. Maybe a little bit more, just to get all of that chicken done because it's raw. Everything else, except the corn, is cooked. But we definitely do not want any testy chicken. That's not good. It says if you're doing it on a grill, if you're doing it on hot coals or a gas grill, it says 30 to 45 minutes. But it says 375 for an oven. So let me turn that up. I thought it said 350, but I just didn't look at it right. But if you're doing it on coals, make sure you flip it a few times to prevent it from burning. That's what we did it on the first time. It was so good. So I'm going to stick it in the oven and clean up and go on to whatever I'm doing next. I don't know what it is, because on Thursdays I don't do a lot. I'm crooked. I don't do a lot because of Bible study, and so I don't know what I'm doing now. And the last couple videos have been shorter, and I don't know how, but they have. I guess I just haven't been recording everything I do, or I know I haven't. So I'm gonna get it in the oven. Well, I am gonna wait for it to get to 375, but I'm gonna get it in the oven, clean up my mess, and I'll be back. Okay, so there's just a few more seconds left on this. That's it. And it's been 45 minutes that it's been in there, because I took it out at 30 minutes. I just didn't think it would be enough. So, oh, it smells so good. I'm going to look at it. I may have to let it go a little bit longer, because it's more than, you know, what the recipe calls for. But we're going to see. That's why I'm not turning the stove off yet, or the oven off yet. This is the stove. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Ta-da! I think it's done. It's doing the bubblies. But just to make sure, I'm going to kind of dig down in the middle and get a piece of chicken. Yeah, that chicken's done. Yeah, the chicken's done. They'll never know. Hello? Alright, so this is done. I'm going to put it on the table, and, well, I got to clean the table off. Well, got to wipe the table off. But anyway, I'm going to clean the table, and we're going to eat it with tortillas. So that's our dinner for tonight. That and tortillas. The, you know, store-bought tortillas. I can make them, but we have some, so I'm not going to do it. But there's supper. And let me feed the people. Okay, guys, I decided that I was going to do a little laundry chat, because there's some things that I want to talk to you about. Well, not a lot, but a little bit. I wanted to talk to y'all about recipes. Y'all know that we're trying new things. I'm trying to find a good recipe for bread, and which we found one that we really like. But and I'm trying to just we like to try new things all the time. So a couple of you have sent me recipes, and I will be trying them here shortly. I'm not sure exactly when, but soon. I know one of them will probably be in this coming week, and one of them I was supposed to ask Carol today, whenever at Bible study, if you could add blueberries to that bagel recipe, and I forgot to ask. I'm pretty sure you can, but I don't want to do something that you shouldn't do. So I was going to ask her and I forgot. So Carol, can you? Anyway, I didn't get my hangers. That's okay. I'm in the bedroom, so I can do that stuff in here. But that was one of them. If I want to talk about those recipes, that I will be doing them. And if you guys have any recipes that you maybe would like to try for your family, but you're like, I don't know if I really want to do that or not, something like that, you maybe like to see it made before you ever actually do it yourself, then you can send it to me if you'd like to. And if it's something that my family will eat, if they're willing to try it, I'll cook it. I mean, if it's something we're gonna enjoy. If not, well, you can send it through email or whatever, or a link, or, well, you can't link onto a comment because YouTube won't allow it, but you can send me a link in the email or something like that. But if you guys want me to try something that maybe you're like, I'd like to see how this turns out. I mean, I'm not a professional, but I cook every day. So, I just thought I would ask you guys if maybe you wanted to send me recipes. Because, like I said, we're always trying new recipes. I'm always looking for new recipes. And it's always just fun to try new things. Whether we like them or not, you know, we don't know until we try them, right? Well, anyway, that was one of the things. And another thing is, I really haven't been sharing a lot of my cleaning lately. I share folding clothes, and I've shared the dishes, but I haven't been sharing like when I vacuum. And these pants are way too big, but they're so comfy. Just a thing. They're pajamas. They're supposed to be big, right? I picked a really wrong size. They're like, me and Jeff both could get in there. But they're comfy. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. The cleaning stuff. You know, I used to, or I was, vacuuming. I would share that. Whenever I mopped, I shared that. All kinds of things I shared, but I haven't been doing that lately. And I really need to get back to that because I feel like it motivated me, and I have really gotten off schedule. I got off schedule whenever my back was acting a little bit crazy, and I think I figured out what happened. I think I pulled a muscle and aggravated, or else I aggravated the discs that are bulging. I don't know which one, but I did something like that. And completely honest, I've been a little bit afraid to do too much. So I'm still cleaning my house, but I'm not mopping as often. I'm not vacuuming as often. Or Jeff or Noah do it for me, which I don't feel like is fair. Because Jeff shouldn't have to do it for me. But then again, you know, it's his house too, and he doesn't have a problem with it. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with a husband helping his wife whenever she has issues, or anytime for that matter. If he wants to help, then great. And I think it's a wonderful thing to support, you know, your spouse, because there's things that he needs help with that I help him with. It's a mutual helping, I guess you could say. But anyway, I want to get back to that, to sharing that, and I kind of want to know, did it help you to be motivated when I shared it? Did you enjoy it whenever I shared vacuuming and, which it wasn't mopping, it was a mop vac thing, but that thing is awesome. It cleans the floors really well too. So did you find that motivating? Was it helpful to you? Was it like, I can do without that, I'd just rather see what you're cooking and maybe do the dishes or whatever? Which, like I said, like when I clean my whole kitchen and stuff, I haven't been recording it. I have done it because a dirty kitchen is so gross to me. It's just so gross. And I'm not talking about a kitchen that is small, and like our kitchen before Jeff built more counter space, because all that counter space that's in there didn't used to be there. Our counters were really cluttered and they looked dirty, but they weren't. I just didn't have much space. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, I've shown y'all whenever, like in a week, dust and food stuff will get behind your canisters, and that's just in a week, because I'm very careful about cleaning those things. And I know in October I had done that cleaning challenge. I think I might, I'm not saying for sure, I might want to do some sort of modified version of that next month. And give myself, which actually, that was supposed to be a monthly thing that I was going to start doing every single month. And whenever I did it, I found that some of those things you don't need to do every month. Some of the things, like, we don't need to change our filters every single month. Why do I have so many more clothes than Jeff does? Which Noah's on, this is not any of his clothes. I didn't wash his today. But why do I have so many more? I don't know. Do I wear that many suits of clothes? Yes. Yes, I do. I wear a lot of clothes. I change a lot, I guess. But anyway, what was I saying? I've thought about doing one of those challenges. And no, this is not a challenge channel, even though I seem to be doing a new challenge each month. But I enjoy it. It motivates me to do the things that I need to do around my house. And like the Eat at Home challenge, I have not missed eating out. Not at all. This challenge with Mr. Tom, I keep thinking, because for so many years, Thursday or Friday was the day that we made our grocery list. And then we would go grocery shopping Friday or Saturday. And sometimes Sunday, but very rarely Sunday. And that's just like in my brain. So I keep having to tell myself, no, I'm not making a grocery list this week. I don't need to. I'm not shopping. And it feels kind of freeing. I wish I never had to shop now. I want to go to the Dollar Tree to get some pot holders, because, you know, they're $1.25 there. It's the $1.25 tree. It's not a Dollar Tree anymore. I want to go there, and actually I have a theory about that. I think they raised their prices when Family Dollar bought them out. Or was it they bought Family Dollar out? I don't know. Something like that. I have some weird theory. But anyway, I've been wanting to go there to get some pot holders to make some for my cast iron. Because Amy sent me this thing about, I think it was a reel, or it might have been just some kind of video. I can't remember, because we send each other stuff all the time. Anyways, she sent me a thing that shows how a woman did it with glue, which I don't want to use glue, but she made it out of a cheaper pot holder and made one for her cast iron, or for her skillets. And I want to do it, but I don't want to go to the store. So I got to figure that out. How am I going to get there without going? How am I going to get it without going? But that's just one load of clothes today. That's all I did that I washed, because I didn't have any more to wash. And tomorrow, I don't think I have any to wash. I don't think. Who knows? But if you have any recipes, let me know about those. Or if there's some certain thing that you would like to see me cook that maybe you don't have a recipe for, or maybe you've seen us do it like on one of my old videos where I just did like what's for dinners and I didn't show how I cooked it. If there's an old one like that I haven't ever cooked on my channel, let me know that. You can send me an email with a recipe, or if there's something you'd like for me to look up and see if I can find a recipe for that, or if maybe you'd like to see me do some vintage recipes. I have one book, and I know it's not vintage, but it's a Pillsbury book. It has all kinds of recipes in it. Let's see, I think I have a vintage book on my Kindle, but I'm not sure. It's not like really vintage, but it has vintage recipes in it. And there's some websites Actually, one of them I got from Mr. Tom. It's a pretty cool website. I've cooked things from it before, but it has like old recipes. If you'd like to see some of that kind of stuff, let me know, because I'm always up for trying new things, as long as my family's on board with it too. And it's something we were going to enjoy. Now, I don't like doing super expensive recipes. Those are not in my budget. Actually, right now, my budget's nothing for food. I have no budget for food other than milk. And we haven't had to buy any of that yet, but we're going to. But yeah, if you'd like to see me do that kind of stuff, go ahead and let me know. If you want to see, like, me start doing the cleaning stuff again, if you want me to start recording it again, I mean, I'm doing it, I'm just not recording it. Which right now, the living room is crazy. Which I did get Jeff 3 boxes of books. I got him to move out of there because hopefully this weekend we can take them away. Take them away from the house. But I got him to move those out of there tonight. And there's some more stuff that I cleaned up in there that was books. It's just full of books. I don't know how I got so out of hand with books, but it has gotten out of hand. I can see that now. Going through all of them, I can see that it got a little crazy, but nobody seemed to care in the house that I had so many. So, I don't know. But anyway, if you'd like to see me do cleaning, along with everything else, I'm not going to stop doing other things. And I'm not sure, I think that I'm going to just keep showing y'all our meals every evening, or, you know, our dinner meal. I think I'm going to keep showing y'all that even after this challenge is over, because I know that you might have seen me cook it before, but someone else may not have, or maybe you're like me and you might see me cook it and then you think, oh, I want to try that, and then you forget about it. Well, if you see me again cook it in a month or so, it might refresh your memory or something like that, that you might want to try that recipe. It might jog your memory, you know, make you remember that you wanted to do it. How many more times can I say something about memory or remember? A lot. But anyway, I don't know what all I have actually said and what all I haven't, but just let me know. What do you like seeing about my channel? That doesn't mean, hold on, what? Just because I ask you what you like, doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing certain things. It just means if there's something that you like that I'm not doing anymore, but I can bring that back in there. Now, the cleaning challenge I did for that 1 month, and like I said, some of those things I don't have to do every month. It was just like, no, that's not. Even Jeff was like, you don't have to do that every month. But there are some things that you do need to do monthly. And there's some things that was on that list that needed to be done more often. Or in my opinion, it needs to be done more often. Some of those things were on that list I do without even having a schedule. I just see it needs done and I do it. It may be every week, 2 weeks, it might be every month. It's just according to, you know, how things build up. So, that kind of thing. We do have semi-hard water. I don't know, it may be hard water. I've seen some people that say they have hard water and it's way worse than ours. So, maybe we don't have as hard of water as I thought. But anyway, those types of things, like faucets and things like that, I have to clean more often. Some people don't clean their coffee pots, but every few months. I have to do mine at least once a month. Or it's a mess. It gets to where it's not working right. In fact, the other day it scared me because it started making a weird noise. Well, it didn't scare me, but I was like, no, I don't want to buy another one. But anyway, with all that being said, hopefully I made some sense. Hopefully you got something out of this video today. Also, the Southwestern chicken packets that I turned into a casserole. Do it in a casserole. Do it in a packet. whatever way, it's delicious. This was the first time we added cheddar that I can remember. We might have done it before, but it was good. And something else, those beans that I thought were black beans, after it was cooked, it wasn't black beans. It was black beans, kidney beans, and garbanzo beans. And then whenever we were eating it, Jeff said, what kind of beans are these? And I was like, well, I thought they were black beans, but it looks like it's not. And then I was sitting there and I was like, wait a minute. These are those beans that I cooked and froze, and it was like multiple beans, and I did it on purpose for chili. Oh well, it's okay. We didn't care. It was good. So try that recipe. It will be linked down below. That is if you like, you know, that kind of stuff. It was good with a tortilla or maybe some cornbread or whatever you want. Or nothing at all. Maybe corn tortillas. Noah made one of his almost like a burrito, and the other he just ate without a tortilla. So, I mean, he put some on his plate and then he just stuck some into a tortilla is what he did. And then the rest of it he ate. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow will be 2 videos. Saturday will be 3. Sunday will be 2. 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening on all 3 days. And then on Saturday, it's 1 in the morning and 2 in the evening. 1 at 5 and 1 at 6 Central Time. One of them is a collab on Saturday. So, I'm going to go. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. The headboard is still holding strong, so we're not having any problems out of that. I just thought I'd update a little bit since I just saw it. I know I don't have eyes in the back of my head. I saw it on the camera. But anyway, thank you again for hanging out with me. If you like this video, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you don't like it, do them anyway. You never know. You might like something I do later. Most importantly, leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.